I have a cup of coffee here to drink while I wait for people to show up. It's a little earlier than I usually do this. I think it's not even noon. Hello, hello, hello. Usually around a minute, people show up, but maybe they won't this time. That's just a coffee ground. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope all your dreams are coming true. I hope you're enjoying nice weather. If you want to join the mug club, all you gotta do is go to woodshed.theory.com, and then there's a selection there. Wow, over a minute. Over a minute. Hey, Cindy. Hi, Donnie. Helen, I think it waits for a full minute before it tells people I'm on here. A full minute, guys. And it just leaves me singing an intro by myself, waiting. How's everybody doing? I don't have anything special set up today. It's just me. And just hello. Hey, Cindy, I'm sure you did, but I think it waits. It took me 30 seconds to type the hi bit. How's everybody doing? Donnie says he's working. Or they. Sorry, didn't mean to assume anyone's gender. Hi, Helen. Barry. My day's been fine. My day's been fine. Thank you for asking. I exercised. I'm having some more coffee. 6 people and 1 thumbs up. That means that 5 of you have not thumbsed up. I did learn that if you're watching this, 10 people, see, it's worth singing awkwardly. And waiting. If you have an extra moment, please click the like. If you're watching on your mobile, then click the 3 dots. When you click the 3 dots, there'll be an option to like the video, and that's how you like on a mobile live stream. You're gonna lurk while you get your teeth worked on. That's cool. That's cool. Have fun with that. Thanks, Brian. This is one of the shirts I got from that free stuff swap. I'm sure you remember. How's everybody? So, I do have some yarn to show you. Went to the Thrifty Thrift as usual. Actually, it was a pretty hoppin' time. There was a lot of things there. Well, not a lot. Not my best like yarn discovery ever, but I did find a few good things. There were several things where I was deciding whether or not to get it. I've become much more careful with my yarn buying. What I would use, what's worth it. A lot of people who donate to the thrift store, and they're not alone. I donate to the thrift store too, like extra, like leftovers from balls of yarn, scraps. If they're still good, like I'll donate them, and people are obviously buying them. But I can't purchase all of the scraps if I don't know what they are, because I use my stuff to make things for my Etsy shop. And I want to be able to tell people what they are. Let me show you really quick. For example, hi, Wendy. Wendy, hello. One second, let me show you. So I haven't edited the short yet for the third part of this shawl. I've been working on the Bag O' Day shawl. And I do plan to sell this. I've just been working on it to learn a lot. So this is the Bag O' Day. That's a crochet channel here on YouTube. She has 1 million subscribers now. She's been doing a crochet along for this. She designed it. Very pretty. I haven't done the most recent update short, but I have it filmed, so I need to get that out today. So I just did from this part to this part. Hi, Helen. So everything in here is, this is my bowl of yarn. Everything in here is like a bamboo cotton blend, except for the dark purple, which is like cotton. I don't even know if I have it here. Dark purple, I think, is cotton, silk, and something else. Maybe nylon. And then this color, I don't know what this is. So when I sell it, this thing, I'm gonna have to say I'm not sure what this yarn is right here. It's shiny and I don't feel wool in it. I believe that it's either bamboo. It could be lyocell. So I definitely think, hey, Crystal. So I definitely think that there definitely is no wool. So I don't think I have to, I'm worried when I sell it if there's ever any animal fibers because, well, I guess silk. Somebody might have trouble with the silk ethically, depending on how it's sourced. But yeah, so I've been working on this and it's been taking forever because I've been filming it. But yeah, that's what happens when you don't know what the yarn is made out of. When you thrift yarn and then make something and sell it, then how do you know how to tell people what's in it? That's a big thing for me. So this one, I'm going to just go through when I sell it and list every color and list what that yarn is made out of. And then, thanks, Barry. And then what I'll do is just list that this one's a mystery and list what I think it is. But I think it's probably, hey, TJ. But I think it's probably some sort of bamboo or lyocell or some fiber like that. So that's why I try not to buy yarn that doesn't have a label on it, because my goal is to help the yarn contribute to my business. So I need to be careful with what I pick. TJ, what are you working on in Minecraft? You're always so busy up in there. Okay, so who wants to talk about what I picked up? The other thing, oh, do you guys want to see an update? Oh, should I ask? There's 15 people. Okay. How is the clarity on the video? Because last video we were having some issues. Do you remember? How is the video clarity and the voice clarity? Can you help me and let me know? I don't know what the lag is, so I'm just going to ask. Is the stream okay? Okay, guys. People were asking what happened in my last stream, and sometimes things just happen, guys. I do not know why it wasn't clear. Jordan, I'm so happy that you like the videos and that they're helping you. If you're new here, you just said you were. Sometimes I do videos on my special interest because I am autistic. So here I am. Hey, Wendy. What's on the shirt, Kelly? The shirt is, I don't know how vintage it is. It's very worn out. I got it at that free swap. It's all of the sailors from Sailor Moon, and the cat's on there too on the bottom. And the person has cut it not super short, but more in a trendy length. yeah, Jordan, I, like many other autistic people, I have gone into business for myself. So I make YouTube videos, and then I've tried to diversify by also doing sewing and yarn arts and selling things and doing content creation. So Kelly, not him. Not him what? Hi, Claire. Hi. I'm glad that we have so much in common. Misery. 20 people and 11 likes. Click the like, click the like. Okay, before I start showing you the yarn, let me show you where I'm at with the dragonfly shawl. We're getting closer to being finished with it, but I don't know that I'm ever going to make, I can't say never, but I'm not sure I'll ever make another thing like this again for the for like selling, because it is taking so long. I have never made anything with a fingering weight yarn before. So a fingering weight is basically, well, I'll show you. Okay, first of all, how beautiful is this yarn bowl? Isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life? I got this at a craft fair. I do not remember who the name of the artist was, but it wasn't a craft fair. It was like a street fair, and this was a potter. And the price on this was so crazy low. It was a very long time. It was a few years ago. But I just remember, I can't remember what I paid for it. Maybe less than $20. It was so cheap. Like, for what this is, look at that. Doesn't that look like a Van Gogh? Could you imagine? Like, I just feel like pottery that I see like on Instagram and stuff, they're selling like mugs for like $100. I just felt like, to me, this was like the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Helen, we like similar colors. Yes, Barry, right? And it was just like I'm glad that I got it, because I feel like I'll have it forever. Anyway, here's where we're at with this. Look at the colors. So we've made it to orange. Hi, Isabella. Yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing it. This is how much yarn I have left. Which doesn't look like a lot, but so fingering weight is this. Hey, Shaf, welcome. We have a new member. Just so you know, Shaf will have a members only live stream coming up soon in the next week or two. So look out for that. Yeah, so here's how thin fingering weight is. It's like what you'd make a sock out of, right? So this, the only thing less than fingering is lace weight, I think. So it's taking forever. And I've been trying to make sure that if there's any like noticeable, because like all crochet, a lot of people are like, I gotta frog it. Frog it means rip it out. Rip it. That's what frogging is, okay? So a lot of people who are working on things, they are like, I cannot make a mistake. I have to rip it out. I've gotten to the point in my crochet where I realize that unless it's an extremely noticeable mistake, unless it's a noticeable mistake, then I will rip it out. And I will, like, for example, when I did the star blanket, I sold that one. I was several hours past a mistake, and I had to rip the whole thing out, because usually my litness is I'll show my spouse, and I'll be like, can you see this? And if they say, I can see that, then I know it's a big enough mistake. Here's the issue that I'm running into, just from like, that I'd love to get your thoughts on. This is hours, 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 hours of work. Hours. Hours and hours of work. So what, in your, like, when you see something like this and you know that it took a person hours and hours, like, how would you price that? I'd love to know. I can't guarantee I'll take your, I can't guarantee I'll go with your opinion, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like, if I was to price this, how would you price it? Hey, Kelly. I'm glad that the clarity's fine. Sorry, but I gotta go feed some people. Well, it is lunchtime. So anyway, that's how it's going. So beautiful. It goes from like dark purple, periwinkle blue, green, yellow. It's like so pretty. Could you imagine just like wearing that out to the beach or something? So pretty. Hey, Stitch in the Spectrum, everyone. If you are looking for a new channel to watch, brand new channel, go check out Stitch in the Spectrum. She is a member of our channel, but she recently started her channel, and I think she's got one video up so far. Who said I would? Okay, Helen said price per hour and the cost of the yarn you use at least. The issue with that, Helen, is I don't know. Maybe I'll just do it and just see what I think. I don't know. It's just the cost is high. And yeah, the cost would be high. That was one. That's what I'm nervous about. But I mean, I've tried to price things as fair as I can in the past, so I'll try my best. I know it's taken forever. It's taken a long time. I haven't worked on it in a few days because I needed a break, but Shape of Soup, you're worth it. Thank you. Hi, Claire, it's Blake, and I started a channel too, inspired by you. Thanks, Autism Addict. I'll try and find it later if I'm not already subbed. Way to go. So many people have told me that, well, not so many. Oh my goodness. It's not that crazy, guys. Several people have told me they've started channels because of me and or because they were inspired by me and my other friends. And I'm just so grateful for that because it's nice to have a community. I've never, not this way, had that before. I've like had groups and stuff I was part of, but thanks, TJ. I think, okay, you guys are inspiring me to maybe price it higher than I would. I think sometimes I get nervous, like even when I was first launching the shop, I was so nervous, like, because, you know, you don't know like what people are going to say or think, you know? Porch coffee inspired me because I also have no friends. Autism Addict, are you saying that I have no friends? He's saying, I also have no friends. So you're saying I have no friends? Hey, I've got friends, okay? Well, I did not have the same kind of friends that I have now since I started the channel, for sure. Yes, Autism Addict. And the things that I sell, I work really hard on. I really do the packaging nice. I'm constantly improving things to make it better, and I'm very proud of that. Isabella, my friends are mostly online. Yeah, for sure. I do have friends that are in person, but I have the same thing where I like need a lot of time alone, and so I try to see them as much as I can and make it a priority. I've been learning social skills. I've been learning more about how to be a good friend since my diagnosis. Oh, Brian, that's what you meant? Walk it back, lower it later? I was like, walk out. I would say all, but 2 friends are online at the moment. My husband suggested I start selling crochet. I don't know where I fit it there. If you have any questions stitching the spectrum, just email me, as I said before in my email. If you have any questions about selling crochet, I'm not an expert, but I have learned a lot. Oh, thanks, PF. 10 out of 10. Getting a package from Claire is like receiving some fancy boutique items. Yeah, so I see some people. I'm not dogging on anybody, right? Like, do your thing. But like when they pack their orders, they don't put it in they just put it in the box, the stuff in the box. And I'm thinking to myself, so I've gotten a comment before about like I have mine in like a plastic package. I'm just worried that the package is going to get wet and that something could get ruined. So when I see somebody just like not protect it, like I get worried. TJ, I have made a hat in with a bamboo mix before. I'd like to make some more. So now that you're telling me that, I think that would be a good thing to do for the summer, don't you think? I have made a hat. It was a beanie, like a skull cap, that sold on the channel. Bamboo is, yeah, so a lot of this is like a bamboo fiber mix, and I have to say, it is really soft and nice to work with. I can't wait to get my first hat as winter is coming. It is. Winter's always coming. Hemp fiber is great too. I feel like I might have some hemp in the hoard. You know what my goal for this weekend is this closet. I'd like to clean out this closet. It's going to be a huge chore. Send help. So this closet behind me is where I store all my stuff for videos, and my fabric is in there. So I think I've posted some stuff about it, but because of everybody here, because of everyone's support for my business, I was able to get a new sewing machine and a new serger to invest back into my business. So hopefully I'll be able to do more videos with that soon, because you know I love to sew. I love it since I was a little girl. I just have that. That's just something that's in my brain. And I need to go through all of my fabric collection, reorganize it, all this stuff that I got to make videos for the channel so I can start doing that. It's just a disaster in there. I was hanging something from the pole in there, like one of those hanging organizers. I was hanging something from the pole in there, and I put too much weight in that hanging organizer, and it broke the pole in there. So I got to take everything out, fix it, hang the pole back up. It's going to be I have so much to do in there. You just noticed now that behind you there is a mirror? Yes. And that's that crack there. Everyone always, somebody said they thought it was like a wire. That crack is in the mirror. Thanks, Isabella. I just, last week, my hair is now more blonde. I want an embroidery machine. I want an embroidery machine. Yeah, I see what you mean. So the sewing machine that I picked up is like a, well, you know me. I always get like the best possible deal that I can. So the sewing machine that I picked up, I really wanted something that had the capability to do, let me grab it. Are you guys just okay with me sitting here talking about my special interest? I hope so. I just, hi, Unique Amazing Stripes. I just noticed the boxes are hanging in space. Yeah, they're connected to the wall. They're not super well connected, but they're only holding yarn. So anyway, I got a machine that does some lettering. Somebody said it looked like it says Woo Shed Theory, but that's okay because in all my videos, when I do the automatic subtitles, it says Woo Shed Theory anyway. So I got a machine that does that, and so it's a sewing quilting machine, and I was wanting something like that so it's able to be very like diverse use. So I got that, and I got the serger, so I'm ready to go. So I have to go through my whole closet. So watch out for a video if you want to see every piece of fabric that I own, because it's a lot and I'm ready to do some sewing. And yes, I am going to sell my serger that I got first, the one that is 60 years old, at least 60 years old. I love it. It works. It will work forever, but it is so, it's so finicky to use. And every time I use it, I have to stop every few feet and rethread it. And that is too much for me. Comic Dog. So that's a craft mirror version of the world. Yes. Yeah. Sometimes I'm tempted to go over there and just see what's up. But then I like go like full Coraline in my mind. I'm like, no, I'm good. Yeah, my friends were saying, I was showing my friends this, Helen. They were saying it's pretty fancy. But I didn't get, it only has one size for the letters and it's only one font. So it's not super fancy and it takes forever. It's easy to code the letters in there. It's like, it reminds me of dialing, you know, when there was like the first texting where you had to push in like 4 times for the S. It's similar to that. But it takes forever to do that. And embroidery machines are very expensive. If you look back through my shorts, I did some embroidery. I did like the most beautiful embroidery bag for the Ren Fair last year. You should go look it up. It's got like a beautiful acorn. Oh, it's so pretty. Go check that out. Oh, guys, it did not show me all of these. Am I still on? Am I still here? Sorry, it didn't show me all of the, okay, thanks, Catherine. It didn't show me your messages for like a few minutes, and I realized that, so I pressed and it was just like scrolling, so sorry. And then I went to press something, and it shut out of the app. So it's going well. The embroidery machines I've looked at start at $3K. Nice. I'm just looking through. Poor old girl. Yeah, Barry. She's beautiful. I know that I can sell her for at least what I paid for her. And I actually have some extra needles to give the person, but I just need to use a serger where I can just go with it. And you know how it feels when you're working and you're like in the zone and you have to stop every 5 minutes to like thread a very complicated machine? No thanks. What am I selling? Actually, I'm just talking about selling my old lady serger. I mean old lady by, it's like 60 years old. It's a machine I have for sewing. I've always wanted to go to the Ren Fair. I wasted so much of my life asking, Comic Doug, you should do it. I went to my first one. I have to do a video, guys, actually. Write down all these videos and then hold me to it. Hey, Gemma. I've made 3 costumes so far where I've done footage. The Ren Fair one, I don't think I did a full I don't think I did a full video on. I made shorts about it. But I've had 2 other costumes now that I've made where I was supposed to do videos on it. I did footage and then I didn't see the video through. I feel like I need to do a video on those costumes, show you what they are, and then tell you why I feel like I failed at doing the video. That's my new idea for that. TJ, you grew up working at Ren Fairs. That's really cool. Okay, talk about undiagnosed kid. Do you want to talk about undiagnosed kid? Is this too much? Hey, Gem! Everyone, Gemma's Journey Grace is here. If you have not gone to Gemma Grace's channel, please go. She's a wonderful person. She is part of the autism tribe as well. She's one of my earliest supporters, and I think she was my first collab, I think. Love you too, Gem. Yeah, I've got some really cool stuff to show you guys, and I feel like sometimes I feel held back from making videos, maybe overwhelmed. So yeah, I've got to make that. Oh, and you know what else I was doing this week? So right now I just had I have nobody scheduled to do more podcasts, but I did have some tentatives I need to schedule. And then this week I also sent out an email to several several large YouTube channels, autism YouTube channels, to be on the podcast. And I've gotten several yeses. I was so pumped, guys. I'm so pumped about it. People where I'm like, really? You want to be on my podcast? Are you guys excited? I'm excited. I'm so excited. The thing I love about the podcast Autistic People Talking is it's very mellow and it doesn't feel stressful to me. Yeah. And I do want to up like my production. Like I get comments all the time about how my videos would be better if the production quality was better, the editing was better. I get that. So I'm trying to do that, but also like keep it where it's not super stressful. Who's next on the podcast? I can't tell you yet, Ashlyn, but it's cool. I got some cool ones. Okay. If you want to guess in the comments. But I don't have anybody on the book scheduled yet, so I'm working on that, my next round. But I'm just excited. There are 3 that have said yes that haven't been scheduled yet that are like, no way. No way. Hey, Gemma. Yeah, people ask me how am I getting in touch with these people? I'm cold calling. Reaching out. You know, it's so weird though. Like for example, when I reached out to Meg from My Autistic Now What, that was a great episode. That's the biggest episode I've had on my podcast so far. So go look that up. But I was like nervous to reach out, and then she was like, I love your video. Like she was so excited that I reached out to her. Yes, I did. I slid into people's DMs. I looked up their email addresses. I will do what it takes. Yeah, Stitch in the Spectrum. That would be really cool. I'd like to have a mix of big and small YouTubers because we all are important. Our stories all matter. And then eventually I'd love to take it off YouTube. People are asking like, are you just doing YouTubers? So the reason it's just been YouTubers so far is, well, first of all, it's not as easy as you think to find people who want to be on camera. So there's that. Like I've talked, yeah, that's not as easy as you'd think. Like when I was trying to find people for the Autism World Tour, dead ends, okay? Dead ends, a lot of dead ends. Yeah, Gemma's going to be, so Gemma's not scheduled yet, but Gemma will be on the Autistic People Talking. So Gemma's in the comments, so watch out for that. So Gemma and I, we have a good time when we talk, so. Gemma's just like, it's going to be so fun. Well, thanks, eBerry. Who is Fern Brady? I could write it down. When people. And a lot of you, it's really helped a lot because I've reached out to people and said, you have been requested to be on my. Yes, Isabella. When are we getting you on the podcast, Isabella? When people have no camera experience, it's very intimidating. Yeah. And I don't have a huge following, but it's big enough where it's like intimidating maybe. Fern Brady is a Scottish comedian. Oh, I will look them up. Guys, no guarantees though. The thing is too, like if they're too big, if they're like too famous, obviously then it's like, you know, I don't know. I think you should book Jen, but in character as Orion. I'm going to tell her you said that. That would be so good. That would be so good. I would do anything to have that conversation. Just because. With the hat and stuff. It was so funny. Yeah, Isabella. The thing is, if you want, email me. And I can send you the list of questions. So I have like a basic list of questions for guests if they want them. But I like that it's kind of like non-scripted. Guys, both Jen and Orion have been on the podcast already, okay? They've already been on the... Jen playing Claire and Claire playing Orion. Yeah, Isabella and Stitchin. It's so fun talking to Claire. She makes it very easy. Well, it's because you're so great, Jem. It's easy to talk to you. I don't get, like, when I talk to other autistic people, I don't get the, like, we don't do small talk, so maybe that's what makes it better. Maybe there's a little small talk, but Kaylin would be really cool. Kaylin's very cool. Okay, I'm like almost completely done with my coffee. Why don't I show you what we came here for? Yarn, people, yarn. I'm having just such a nice time like talking to you about stuff. Anders, yeah. How are you? Ask one question about crocheting. Ask 2 questions about crocheting. What happened to Purple Ella? I don't think anything. Tessa, I don't think anything. Is that the question? I don't know. Who was saying they had a question about yarn? Ask me. Okay, so I got a few things. I'll start with this one. I'll start from like worst to best. Worst to best. Oh, now that I'm feeling this is wool. This is black wool. They had some other of this with a label on it, I think. Are you stringing this along before spin? Oh, Tessa, I don't know. So I have don't know. All right, black wool, unlabeled. So I can't guarantee it's wool. But there was some other black wool there that I think was the same. That's not why I bought this. Thrift haul. That's true, Barry. A lot of people, you know, that's why I don't only do autism stuff on my channel. Because if I do that, I personally will get burnt out. A lot of people take breaks from YouTube for a lot of reasons, so who knows? Yeah, they're probably just taking a break, Catherine. Oh, no, I don't think this is a full ball. Well, it's enough for a hat. Anyway, I got this because it's scarfy. I have a whole lot of scarfy. I did a whole thing where I went to tons of stores and bought all of the scarfy from Michael's when it was on clearance for $5 each. This color is so beautiful. You thought long and hard about being public? Yeah, absolutely. It is so much. So like if somebody takes a break and doesn't talk to you about it or isn't public about it, just give them time. I'm sure that if somebody was leaving YouTube, they would probably say something, right? But if they just need a break, give them a break. I feel like recently, you know, I've been feeling a little like, so I've been trying to just do the porch coffees, do some lives, and do my best. And that's what I can do. That's what I can offer you. So if you're cool with that, then anyway, this is one of my favorite yarns, Scarfy. I've got a ton of it in a container, and I'm going to probably save it for the winter and make hats out of it to sell. I love this color. The color is iron and umber. And it's hard to find. Hat colors are for everybody. How do I want to be polite about this. Colors are for everyone. So I don't want to use the word masculine, but it's very hard to find colors that not everybody likes a pink and a purple and a, right. Some people like darker colors. So I'm sorry, I don't have the chat going where I could read it all. So I'm sorry about that. Has anyone tried starting a local support group for later diagnosed adults? No, I have not tried that. Rustic. Yeah. I want my hats to be for everybody. So I want to give a lot of choices, and not everyone's a colorful person. I don't feel like I'm that much of a, like, I like colors, but like, I love that. So, or maybe you're buying a gift. So that was what was in that bag. This is black wool, I'm pretty sure. And this is 80-20. 78% acrylic, 22% wool. What next? What next? Oh, Barry, I love this scarf that you got for me. So beautiful. So pretty. Okay. Let's do these next. These were both the same price. They both have 3 little balls of yarn in them. This one has sugar and cream cotton in the color, in the denim. So pretty. So I have a lot of cotton collected to make things for the summer, for the shop. I don't know what all of that's going to look like yet, but I have the cotton collected. So that I could use that for sure. It's a denim blue color. I love your bright color. Thank you. Yeah, everyone is so different. Stitching, I've got, I've sold so many different colored hats. So many. Over 100 now, right? Yeah, I think so. So some of them are like black. Some people just like a black hat. And other people, they want like, I've done rainbow with sparkle, with sequins. So everyone's different. So there's the denim. It's so cool that we got a new member here. That was so neat. Okay. This is the reason I got these bags. Knit Picks. For some reason, I feel very excited every time you show yarn. Well, Isabella, I also feel very excited. These are from Knit Picks, and they are purple. I'm always looking out for purple. I got a lot of purple today because people who love purple, they are out there. They're very committed. Any tips on depilling an alpaca hat? Yes, Brian. For depilling my hats, I use this. It's a fabric shaver. But if you're like, I don't want to get that, a disposable razor. I know this sounds crazy. So you can get these on Amazon. They're not that expensive. My mother sent me this one. I use it for a lot of different things. You could just like, you know, clean the thing when you're done with it. Yeah, so this is what I use on my hats. I had no idea hats had a pill problem. That's funny. You can also use just a regular disposable razor. So if you have a disposable razor, make sure it's sharp, 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 brand new one. You can carefully, lightly, do not press super hard. You're not trying to rip it or anything. Just go with the grain and lightly shave that hat. I've heard the razor trick too. Yeah. I also use it like on things that are like really pilled. And this is like for like baby pills. Yeah. Okay, purple. Right. So Knit Picks has beautiful yarn. This is City Tweed DK. That's going to look so good through my knitting machine. It is 55% merino wool, 25% superfine alpaca, 20% Donegal tweed, 123 yards, 50 grams. Now see, this one has a label and this one doesn't, but you could tell it's a full ball. And I got, this one might not be a full ball. So there's 4. That is absolutely enough for a hat. So that's why I got this. Merino is a treat in the Addy. Yes. It's merino and alpaca. Do you guys wonder if I get like half a skein? How do I know how much yarn is in there? What a great question. So this is my scale that I use to mail things. I don't know. Let me. So this is supposed to be why is there no weight on this? Oh, 50 grams is a full ball. So I will weigh this ball. This is 28 grams. So this is not a full ball. This is 54 with the label. So that's a full ball. So I know how much yardage I have by weighing this ball. That's how I do that. I knew you were going to pull out the scale. Yeah, I'm not sure about, I don't know what that you're referring to. So I will not comment because I don't know. Helen, were you having a meltdown? I'm sorry. Should I not have said that? You're welcome here. Okay. Hi, Ava. Yeah, fresh yarn. Straight. So I was able to get those, and that's absolutely enough for a hat. Maybe even 2. And that was in the bag too, the cotton. And then this, I mean, I've told you before about buying bags of thrift yarn. Sometimes it's just not worth it. Like, for example, there was a bag there today, and they had split up all the new stuff into colors. As you can see, I bought a lot of purple. And there was this really interesting Angora yarn. And I didn't get it because I didn't feel like there was enough to make a project out of the Angora yarn, which is hard for me because, you know, it depends on what kind of Angora they're talking about. Oh, the youngest Helen, I'm sorry. Stitch, you never thought of what? The weighing your yarn? Ooh, you got to weigh your yarn. If you know how much a full skein is, you weigh the full skein. And if you know how much that is and how many yards that is, then it's easy to do the math on how many yards if you just weigh the rest of the other skeins. So good. So fun. Anyway, what was I saying? That sometimes when you buy bags of yarn, you're going to get casualties. So that's probably just going to go straight back. Yeah, I was bummed about having to leave that Angora today. There's a few things where I was like, that's nice, but I won't use it. Barry, yeah, I admit I have a very good pipeline of nice yarn here that I just was not expecting. All right, 2 more bags. Another purple one. This one I almost said no to. I got it because of this. Sorry. I don't know how to say that, Stephanie. I always thought it was skein. Skein, whatever. I know, Barry. People ask me though, how do I find good yarn at thrift stores? Go a lot, because today there was a ton there, and I left it. Like, there was some really nice velvet cakes. I just don't use velvet yarn that often, and I don't have a ton of room, so I have to be careful. Look at this though. Original price on this was $8.95. It's Nashua hand knit natural fibers and creative focus worsted. 75% wool, 25% alpaca, 220 yards. That is enough to make a hat. 220 yards. It's going to be a beautiful, deep purple hat. Thank you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hi, Spicy Autistic. So that's why I bought this bag. Not to say the rest of this bag is not good stuff, because I can tell this has natural fiber in it. This is hand dyed. I can tell that this is hand dyed and that there are natural fibers in it. I can see them coming out of the yarn. But I don't know what it is. So I can't put it into anything. So I'll probably have to donate it again. It's beautiful, but there's no label on it. It's lovely, yeah? Nothing I can do, right? Also in here, there was a blue bag full of this too, but I'm not gonna, it's very thin. This is Knit Pick Stroll in Duchess Heather. I think it's wool and nylon. Yeah, 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon, 231 yards of a fingering weight. Take up loom weaving. It's a shame there isn't a tag. Make something for yourself. And I do make stuff for myself. I usually will still show it on the channel. Like, for example, I made that blanket, the Navajo Diamonds blanket. Beautiful. You can go watch my shorts of me making that. Catherine, yeah, like right now, I'll usually take them to the thrift store and use them as like donate, get a coupon back. But then like sometimes I use the scraps for other things. Does your knitting machine work with yarns held double? Catherine, sometimes it does. If it's the two yarns are thin enough, but if they get too thick, they will not work. Barry, that doesn't surprise me that you have a loom frame somewhere and you just can't find it. That doesn't surprise me, Barry. You seem like a person who has very much explored their special interests. So it doesn't surprise me that you have a loom somewhere. Possibly a dumb question, Claire. James, are there dumb questions? Yes, I think there are, because I feel like I've asked them. But no, this isn't dumb. Why can't you sell a hat with unknown yarn? It's just a matter of being able to tell if there's natural fibers in it, because some people are very allergic to wool. That's why. So it's not brand name or anything, right? Like that's not necessarily the important part. But like if like this, as I said before, if you guys were here, there's that color and I don't know what this is made of. I decided to use it anyway. I can tell that there's not wool in it, so it's probably fine to sell anyway. Oh, there's going to be flowers on this. So I got some like yellowy beads to be the center of the flowers. I'm excited for that part. Yeah, that's why I wouldn't sell it. Bought it as a teenager. I don't know that I have any craft stuff that I bought as a teenager. Interesting. I'm allergic enough that I can't wear wool clothes, but it's not too bad. Yeah, Michael. Right. But Michael, I wouldn't want you to accidentally buy a wool hat for me and not know it and then not be able to wear it. You know. Exactly. Some people are really allergic to wool. So I make sure to try and do my best to label things clearly. I wash everything so before it goes out. So you should be okay. The only thing I don't do is store them separately. But again, like I wash everything before it goes out. So like putting it on your head, you should be okay. Good to know. James, yeah, how would you know? If you, yeah, there be yarn in them hills. Yeah, but I try to make sure that if you get something from me, you should be okay. You should be. I was surprised to find out that people were allergic to wool. Yeah, like I do keep the stuff together. I'm like looking at my hats right now. But like you're only going to be putting the inside of the hat. You know, it should be okay, but unless you have a warning unknown fiber. And that's what I would put. But yeah. Anyway, who wants to see the last bag of yarn? I'm having such a nice time hanging out with everybody. Saved the best for last. You know what's funny to me? When they put the prices on yarn at the thrift store, they don't know what the good yarn is. That's fine with me. But they put like the same price on the good yarn as they do on the crappy yarn. Last bag. Do you know that label? Can you read it? Do you know that label? Do you know it? Do you know that label? If you do, put it in the comments. Are you familiar? All right, the first thing is something I have never seen before. I'll have to look them up. What a cute label. This is just a sweet yellow in a fingering weight. Unique, amazing stripes. You're right. That is a Malabrigo label. I'll get there in a second. This is from Spud and Chloe. Never heard of this. This is absolutely the best bag, though. Spud and Chloe, fine sock. Superwash, 80% superwash wool, 20% silk. And it is 248 yards. So they were selling this as a sock yarn. How much was the bag? $4.50, $4.49. And I had a discount too. Yellow's your favorite color. Spud and Chloe, fine sock yarn. I'm going to look that up because it is super cute. Spud and Chloe by Blue Sky Alpacas. Made in Peru. It's color 7811. Superwash. I'm feeling it for you, Stephanie. It's not as soft as you would think, actually. Yeah, berries. What is a better? It's a 1. I'd say it's between a 1 and a 2 weight. We'll say that. So, yeah. Wool and silk. Spud and Chloe. I'm going to look that up because I've never heard of that. But look how cute the label is. Is that Spud? And is that Chloe? I need to know. Okay, guys. When I saw this, this color, Catechist, how can you make your name green? You'd have to join the channel as a channel member. That's how to make your name green. And get the little alien next to it. Look at this gorgeous thing. Wow. So this is Malabrigo. It's a high-end yarn. It's like they call them LYS, local yarn shop yarn. And it's Malabrigo chunky. So it's kettle dyed pure merino wool made in Uruguay. The color is called cadmium, like cadmium yellow. Oh, it is so beautiful. It is so, so beautiful. So this would be considered a bulky, probably a bulky 5. The color is beautiful. Definitely, there's 100 yards each, so that's enough to make a hat. Oh, so good. So good. So this is, I think, I haven't looked this up yet, but this is definitely what I think is probably the winner, is the nicest. So good. Don't find good yellow that often either. It's going to go right up there. I don't think that, so it's hanked. I think when, you know, they pack, this is how you hank it back up. When they pack it back up at the thrift store, see how it's a different yellow right there? That's just a fuzz. They don't know like what they're pricing. They just price whatever. So to put all of these in one bag and have it be the same price as like Super Saver, not going to complain. Oh, berry. Yeah, I love, it's going to be so fun to do like a winter hat with that. That's it. That's everything I got, guys. I've been having so much fun hanging out with you. I'll spend a few more minutes before we buzz off. Kind of honey colored. Ooh. So this one is like the lightweight. So I could definitely hold this, Catherine, I could hold this together with something else. Heck, I could hold these two together and use them in the knitting machine. As long as they don't go over, like I think this probably too thick for the knitting machine. Did you guys watch was it my last live stream where I taught everyone how to turn the hank into a cake? That was so fun. And we got to use the Swift, which is like the spinny thing. And everyone was like, now that's stimmy. And it is stimmy. It's so fun, Helen. Autism Addict, I'm glad you got to come here today too. The Addie says it will go up to an 8 weight. What? That's not possible. An 8 weight what? A worsted weight is a 4 weight. And I've seen like 7 weight, which is like super duper bulky, like blanket yarn. I have never heard of an 8 weight, so that's wrong. But it is from Europe, so maybe they have a different system. But for example, it's just so weird because I've got yarn where it doesn't work from color to color, Barry. Like some of the chunky yarn that I used for the Easter hats, I got the white color. That does not work in the machine at all, and the others work perfectly fine. Is the weight the thread count? Well, thank you for asking. No. So, as I was saying, this one's like a one weight, and it has different plies. So it's plied together, so different pieces spun together. This one is roving, which means it's not plied. It's just one piece together. And it is, that's probably a 4 weight. Isabella, you have so much knowledge. I don't feel like I know a lot. I feel like I have a special interest, so I know a lot, but there's so much that I don't know. Oh no, guys, it's Michael from Autistic AF. Hi, Mike. Welcome. If you have not checked out Michael from Autistic AF, where have you been? Under a rock. You should get out from under your rock and go check out Mike from Autistic AF. He just hit 10K subscribers. Mike is cool. Hear that, Mike? I've been working on this, Mike. I know I've showed it already, but since Mike is here, were you saying that the my rock is a safe place? Yeah, I'm just teasing. Mike, were you saying that the song about, was it like the stingray that you had the AI do, and was it like the ocean flap flap? Was that it? While I was making this, it's not blocked yet, but it's kind of like coming out in the shape. You can't really tell right now. It's coming out in the shape of a stingray. It's kind of got the curve on the top. Majestic Sea flap flap. So this it goes like down in the middle, and then it goes up and down. So the shape is very Majestic Sea flap flap. And I was thinking about your song when you said that. So this needs to be blocked. Should I tell you what that means? Blocking is when, Isabella, just give me a second for that. Blocking is when it's wet or you steam it. Basically, you pin the whole thing down to a mat and you pull it out so you can see all of the shape, all of the stitches better. That's what blocking is. So sometimes if something's a weird shape, you can block it and then it'll be better. He hasn't seen the progression of the dragonflies either. Stingray Ocean Pancake. Let's talk about the woodshed songs. The other day, Mike was doing a live stream. He hit 10K, so totally amazing. Congratulations, big deal. He was doing, what program were you using, Mike? Oh, the dragonflies? Mike, this is the other, this is what the other thing I've been making. It's dragonflies. He was using AI music prompts. Catherine, I want to make a dragonfly shawl now too. That is the Bag O' Day dragonfly tutorial on her channel. So he, for some reason, well, I gave the prompt of like, Claire is stuck in a woodshed, can't get out. Then I gave the prompt, he didn't see that one. So I was like, Claire's stuck in the woodshed with her yarn, can't get out. The songs that the AI came up with were so funny. impossible. They were impossibly funny. I was dying. And let's talk about I gave Mike the prompt to do a song about a boy named Mike befriends a sea slug because Mike has a special interest in scuba diving. And he always talks about sea slugs, shows pictures of them, etc. So AI took this song about a sea slug, and instead of it being like a fun story about a boy and his sea slug, it became creepily romantic about a boy and a sea slug. I was laughing so hard. If it wasn't funny enough, so I added in the country bro style. What about the one where it was like it was like in kind of a reggae style, and it was talking about me on the porch, the rocking chair. Guys, go back and watch his 10,000K live stream. Well, I don't know if you want to watch the whole thing because his live streams are super long. So maybe you don't have time. But find the part where we were doing AI songs because it was so funny. Mike, yes. It was a song about a boy named Mike, and he befriended a sea slug, and you like explored the ocean together. And his name was Smother. Maybe he was like no other. I don't know. But he was slimy and you didn't care. So weird. Or how about the song where you oh, it was about me in space trying to like anyway. For some reason, without being prompted, it just kept talking about puzzle pieces. And it was like, how does it know? Please stop talking about puzzle pieces. So funny. How are you doing, Mike? You doing okay? But yeah, anyway, I laughed really hard, especially with the woodshed stuff. It was so funny. Oh my goodness gracious. He's doing great. That's great. What program were you using for the music? What program was that? Helen, I was also greatly affected and laughing very much. Oh, Z, you finished at the dentist. I hope it went okay. We had a good time. I'm going to be wrapping up in a second. The missing puzzle piece. Yeah, you said that came up a lot. 35 people, guys. Did you know that earlier in the stream we had somebody join the members? How fun is that? Don't leave, don't leave. Yeah, so the haul today from the thrift store was cool. It was good. Yes, Chef, thank you for joining. You are now a creature of the shed. Well, thanks, Isabella. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope I'm not like, I didn't think anyone else was streaming when I got on. It's so hard, guys. You don't want to like be on while anyone else is live streaming, right? But it's not possible to do that all the time. I would join Claire if I was working. No. You just joined? Well, thank you. Thank you. That's so nice. There's never, ever, ever any pressure. And if I ever make it seem like there's pressure, please reach out to me and let me know. There is never any pressure to join the mug club and buy a mug. Mug club's in our heart, by the way, so you don't have to, you can be in the mug club without buying a mug. But there's never any pressure to buy a mug or a sticker or one of my hats or my products or become a channel member. The best and easiest way for you to support me is to watch my videos from start to finish and subscribe to my channel. That is the best way. Happy to have you, your favorite mixed girl. Happy to have you. Oh, a water pick, right? Yes. I am aware that autistic people are chronically underemployed, and I would never ever want somebody to feel like pressure from me if it wasn't something that they had the means to do. And that's why YouTube is so great, because the best way to support me is absolutely free. Do I not get ad revenue if the person watching is a premium member? Stephanie, that's a great question. Yes, we still get ad revenue from people watching as a premium member. It's possibly even I don't know this for sure, but I seem to remember it being a little bit of a bigger cut, but I'm not sure. But yes, YouTube just pays you, like you still get money from the premium people. It's just they handle it differently, but I'm not exactly sure exactly how they handle it. I will get a mug. I hope it's not any inconvenience shipping it to Sweden. It is not any inconvenience shipping it to Sweden, because the mugs are printed on demand, so it's not an inconvenience. No, it will ship there. Hey, Scott, happy to have you. I just support people with, Michael, that's all you need to support me with. Thank you. Like, listen, I want to show people, my goal is to make a business for myself, make a way for myself, grow my business, hopefully have it be successful. It's grown every year. I'd love to be, show other autistic people that it's possible to be in business for yourself. That's a big thing for me. But no pressure to anybody. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ashley. And I do my best. Yeah. It's not, yeah, just know that I do my best to price things the best that I can. It's like, yeah. Do the crochet needles make happy ASMR clicky sounds? Not as much as maybe knitting needles, because you'd be hitting those together more. So maybe if you had them like in a jar together, but not really. Ashley, that's the thing though. For the shipping on that stuff, I do set the shipping price, but it has to cover like I still have to like make something off of it in the end for the print on demand. So just know I'm not, it's like a few dollars on my end. But like, yeah, I do have to, I have to set the price so that it covers it has to cover the cost of shipping. Exactly. Right. I have to, yeah, you get it. You get it. You're the first autistic YouTuber I've felt a strong connection to. Is it because of the yarn? I love that. Well, I'm happy that you feel a connection. That's really cool. Time for a midday coffee. Enjoy. Bye, bye. How dare you make money? Sometimes I feel like that comic dog. It can be difficult. I know a lot of people who are autistic and on like doing the social media thing, or even just having businesses. It's like, well, how could you charge for that? And just know that it's something that like we really take into consideration. Like if we're doing something, but we also have to make money, you know? We have to live. Hey, Tracy. Nice to see you, Tracy. Okay, guys. Enjoy your YouTube riches. Mike, don't be spreading rumors. YouTube riches. YouTube riches. You too, Mike. You enjoy your YouTube riches too. Every view, the several pennies that I may make per view, I will enjoy. That's just, yeah. Diversification. I think if you want to do YouTube, to get to the point on YouTube where you're doing, where you would just be okay doing ad revenue is a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Exactly, Mike. I agree, Tracy. Your YouTube riches is the community. Crafting stuff tends to be undercharging for a time spent making. Yeah, it's hard to price crafting stuff. You know, the truth is finding pricing something and at what you actually spent time-wise, crazy. It would be crazy. It would be so crazy. Is glow-in-the-dark yarn a thing? Yes. But mostly, sorry. Glow-in-the-dark yarn is a thing. Mostly it's like a cotton blend or a nylon. I have not seen a worsted weight acrylic glow-in-the-dark yarn. When that happens, it will be so popular, it will be hard to buy. I know it. Or a glow-in-the-dark. They did a glow-in-the-dark chenille, but it was very scratchy. People didn't like using it. And they only give you such a little bit amount. But once they get there, it's going to be so good. Barry has an Etsy where he sells some leather goods. Barry, I thought your prices were very reasonable. I have heard recently some advice about like don't change your prices to get a new client, you know? So don't. I used to be a street performer and the money will come if you touch people with your art. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Hi, Andre. Catherine, if you want to look, I did a short where Barry sent me a few things from his shop. Let's see. I don't have all of it with me. I don't have the name, but in the short, Barry, is it okay if I show a few things that you sent me, Barry? Barry, can I show a few things that you sent me so people can check out your shop? Barry, yes, cool. I don't think he sells these. This was made as a friend gift, I think. But look, I'm using it. Barry sent me a leather pincushion. Barry, did you give the name of your shop? If you go through my videos and watch me unboxing this stuff, black heart keychain. I don't have the red heart. He also sent me a red heart, but I'm using that keychain right now. Minnie and Mickey keychains. And a heart bookmark. Yeah, if you watch the short with the unboxing of Barry's stuff, I think that put the name of his shop there. Alien Leatherware. He's been learning how to do this in the past few months. His stuff is really nice. So that's what I have with me right now. Way to go, Barry, for chasing your dreams. Yeah, they're really nice, right? Thank you, Barry. Barry was also, guys, if you're watching this and didn't know, Barry was also on the Autism World Tour. So if you want to see an interview with Barry, go watch it. Check out the Autism World Tour with Barry. He was one of the people I found that were willing to be on the Autism World Tour. What else? What else? I think that's it. I've been on for an hour and a half. That's way over my time limit, guys. That's 30 minutes over my time limit. So I got to get going. But yeah, go check out Barry's shop and on Etsy. Really nice stuff. Keychains, etc. And go check out the episode of so many things to check out. Go check out the World Tour video where I interview Barry. Yeah, no rush, Barry. Barry, that's crazy to me that people were like, it's too expensive. Whatever. Too expensive for you. Go away. Go shop somewhere else. Or learn how to do it yourself and spend 8 times that just buying all the supplies. Go. That's what you tell him, Barry. All right. And also, Mike from Autistic AF, who was in the chat. I did an episode of Autistic People Talking with Mike. Have you seen that yet? Have you seen that yet? Have you gone and watched it? Now, there is a good one. That's a good one. Of course you saw it, Helen. Yeah, there's 7 episodes right now of the podcast, and they're so good. We've had Jen from Neurodivergent, Orion Kelly, Irene from The Thought Spot, Thomas Henley, Mike from Autistic AF. We have Taylor Heaton. Who am I forgetting? It's getting to be a lot now, guys. Meg, and Meg from I'm Autistic. Now what? 7 episodes. Okay. Bye, guys. Goodbye. I'm biased, but it's a great podcast series. It is. Bye, guys. Bye. Farewell. So long. Thanks for hanging out with me. Enjoy your day. See you later. Have a good evening. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.